Speaking of hate, you guys, they put out a documentary for Wendy Williams today on TMZ. Ain't got no T on me. This whole thing, she TMZ. And and I want to play a clip of it for y'all, if y'all don't mind, of Wendy Williams documentary on TMZ. Why it's not showing up? Hold up, y'all. It should have been in my history. But the reason why is because she's finally saying what I felt to be true this entire time. This entire time, I feel like a lot of us, but me personally, have felt like she got herself into this situation because of the men around her. And when I say got herself into the situation, I mean it's happened to her. And I do feel like in some respect, her wanting a man so bad. Oh shit. They took it down. They took the video down, y'all. That's wow. Okay. Y'all, they took the fucking video down. Somebody said, let me go watch it before it goes away. They took it down. YouTube a hater. You got to turn on your notifications. If they on, turn them off and turn them back on. But they deleted it, y'all. But Wendy's documentary basically said that her son was spending exorbitant amounts of her fucking money. Her son allegedly was spending exorbitant amounts of her money, taking out huge lumps of cash. And I believe she was insinuating that he gave it to Kevin. Now, she did, the daddy. She did not say that. She said him and other people. But that's what made me think it was Kevin. It was Kevin Hunter. So the son was taking money out and giving it to his father, and that triggered the bank to put the lock on Wendy's funds. And I just kind of feel like we all kind of figured that out. I feel like we all kind of figured that part out because it just didn't make sense. And also there have been reports of Kevin, spending too much money and how much he spent on Uber Eats and all of that type of shit. So yeah, it seems as if Mims has a video, at least a clip. Okay. I could have sworn I saw it on Instagram as well. Let me go see if the Jasmine brand, since I'm already on Instagram, posted it. But yeah, I'm not surprised. And I feel like we all knew that. And I feel like we all felt that. We all felt that it had something to do with her son and her son doing that, for his dad, his dad having him in the mix of all of this. But if Wendy would have been on her shit when she still was 100% in control of her life, instead of spiraling because she's depressed about this ain't shit ass man leaving her to be with some ain't shit ass woman. And I get it. I get it. I think that it's so hard to watch somebody take your shit and move on like Maya and go get with another person after they done spent your money on the girl, and they just get to move on, and now you're lonely and by yourself, and you're older now. So even though you still a beautiful woman, you may not be in the same shape you were when you got this nigga. You know what I mean? And then your health is not what it used to be. So I imagine that she went into a spiral of depression. And that is what allowed a lot of this to happen. And I wish that she would not have lost her shit over this man. And I know that's so hard to say, because when we're in these situations, it is so hard. But you're not ever supposed to let your fucking bread fall to the wayside over no man. And I feel like that's what Wendy did. Wendy let her life fall to the wayside over a man. And then, because her son is always probably going to be loyal to his father more so than her, because sometimes that's how men work. Not all the time, but a lot of times men will be more, more empathetic and compassionate to other men than they would be to a woman, even if that woman is their mother. Because his father was around. So it's not like he got a deadbeat dad or something like that. But it is crazy to me that apparently what it seems is that her son was taking money out of her account, also overspending, but taking large sums of money out of her account and giving it to her ex-husband, who was trying to take care of himself and his new baby mama, who he had been cheating on Wendy with, who he had gotten pregnant and left Wendy for. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I wonder what types of conversations Wendy has had to have with her son. But let me read what it says on the Jasmine brand. Wendy describes her life in a New York City assisted living facility as isolating, and she's been confined to a room on the 5th floor. According to the documentary, she can only leave with permission from staff and has been outside twice in the past 30 days, both times for dentist appointments. Visitors are almost completely restricted, and she has no internet access. While filming the documentary, Harvey Levin and others spent hours on the phone with Wendy, and they say she's lucid, engaging, and fully herself again. Wendy has been under court order guardianship since May 2022 due to reported health issues, while her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, has called her cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated. Wendy's family and friends have challenged these claims and hired legal counsel to fight the guardianship. Her niece is the one that was speaking with Harvey in the documentary and just talking about Wendy and how the alcohol really made things worse. And when she's sober, she knows what's going on, and how the judge used her saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I say like all the time. Like I think everybody who orates a lot, who speaks a lot, what happens is that your mind and your mouth are sometimes not on the same speed. So you have to then hold up, give yourself a moment to recollect where you were verbally and where you are mentally. So there's always a word that you use in between to give yourself, time to connect. I say like all the time. She says, you know what I mean? It does not mean that someone is cognitively impaired. That's stupid. So yeah, it seems as if they took that documentary down. I don't know when it will be put up again, but I watched it, I think, on 1.5. Okay, I watched that shit on 1.5 and got through most of it. In about 15 minutes in, she talked about how her son was overspending and taking huge sums of money out of her account. And that's what triggered this ordeal in the first place. Not only, to me, I think as a woman, you have got to keep your wits about you, because apparently you can't trust your son and you can't trust your ex-husband, because both of them, I think, are the reason for why she's low-key in this situation. And yeah, she has responsibility herself, the alcohol, the allowing her emotions to take hold and just kind of drift into this Grey Gardens depressive, state. That is her responsibility. But yeah, life will come at you fast. Like I feel really bad for Wendy in this situation. Can't even trust your own fucking son. It's wow. Wow. Anyway, y'all, let's hope that all of this, attention, all of this media scrutiny that's happening with her, that eventually it helps. It helps free her. Okay. Girl in a toxic situation, gotta free her. All right, y'all, like the video. Okay. Just Move supplements, y'all. I had to get my mushroom coffee today, girl. All right. It's good for your stomach. It's good for your mental. Shout out to the mushroom coffee from Just Move supplements. The link is down below in the description box. If you would like to purchase, if you would like to try, there is a black box that has a sample of everything. So y'all should go ahead down to Just Move supplements and check it out. Okay. Shout out to my girl, Kiara Lachey. She is the reason why I am currently this fine. Okay. Shout out to her.